Morning. Look who's here and ready to go. Good for you. Well, I have my blinds open, so it could get a little bright in here. But I can close one of the blinds if I need to. Okay, so heavyweight day today. Heavyweight day, some push-ups, some planks. Have options. So if you don't want to do it on the floor, you could do it on a chair. Hold on, let's go back. There we go. Let's see who else we have in here. All right, good morning. Good morning. Sometimes people pop in a little late and then I get a little distracted. So as usual, monitor how you're feeling. So if you feel you can do some of the hopping and pushing stuff, do that. Grab water when you need it. I'll show the combination in a lower level and then show you how to intensify. But we got to warm up, so let's do that. Okay, let's go back one more time. Best of my love. Let's start with a right step and tap. So you just keep going side to side. I'm going to tip this down just a little so you can see my feet a little better. Better? I think so. Push and pull your arms. Tap behind your foot. So we always go through this little warm up and see how things are feeling. Then you know how to be careful. Bring the heel up behind you. If the arms can reach a little higher or higher still. So get those knees lubricated. We'll also see how much space we have. Tap to the side. So you lean over and you feel your core wake up. Now you're going to put your heel out in front. So I'm showing an opposite arm move. It's really what the body likes to do. Make it a low kick. Make it a knee lift. Zip your zipper, stand up tall, bring the knee across your body. March in place. Tap your foot behind you, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Squeeze your glutes. Also make sure you're not going to step into any furniture. So you could do the opposite arm. You could do two arms forward. Slow this down. So check the front knee is not doing this. Step back a little onto the ball of the foot. So right now I'm just warming up, so it's modified. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. If I had a really cool watch, I would be able to do the volume on my watch. Speaking of which, let me get some credit for this. So I go to my workouts, mix cardio, hold the right foot back, drop the heel, lift the heel. So you can bend those elbows, or if your shoulders feel up for it a little bit more, lifting of the arm. Hold the back heel down, reach forward, pull back, pull back, pull those shoulders back, strengthen the upper back, stretch the chest, leads to better posture, methinks. All right, so here's a little balance. Hold it here, front knee bent, back leg straight. Can you join those hands? So you can grab the hands or lace the fingers, straighten the elbow, see if you can raise the hands off your back. So into the shoulders. So two things are happening. I'm feeling a little calf stretch and the shoulder stretch. Now stand on that back foot, lift the toes of the front foot, sink into your hamstring stretch. And then roll yourself up, and we do the other side. So that foot goes back, reach. Or if the shoulders are not feeling it today, so I know some of you are hikers or even walkers. I think a move like we're doing now is really good. Hold the foot down, reach forward, and pull back. Because it gives you the mobility through your ankle. And if you have mobility in your ankle where it can go back and forth, one, prevents you from tripping, but two, it works up your body in a better biomechanics. So let's say it doesn't aggravate your knee. Okay, hold forward, grab the hands or lace the fingers, and look down at your knee. As you come up, turn, if you're not already facing forward, and drop one arm as you reach over with the other arm. And gently move to the other side. This one will make you taller. I know I have to do the hamstring. So now I'm going to put the other leg forward and put my hips back. Oh. I kind of get there in a roundabout way, but stay with me. All right, as I stand up, my hips are going to move in a circle. This always makes my back have a little more movement, so not so stiff. Go the other way. Also helps me zip my zipper. So a little balance, stand on one foot. Now you can do this with the ankle, as we were talking about movement through the ankle. You can hold your foot up and move it around. Oh, 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 oh. Let's do the other foot. So if your balance is a little off, keep your toe on the floor. Otherwise, lift it up. Don't ask me what I'm doing with my hands. I'm just going in a circle. Okay, so this is an easy pattern. It's 4 and 2. Now usually I do the same pattern, but today I've come up with some different moves that you've done before, just not in this pattern. So the 4 is marching. You can do it in place, or if you had room to move forward and back. So there's 4 marches and 2 of something. So the first something is heel together, march 4, heel together. That eventually turns into a heel jack for those that wish. 4, 3, 2, count your marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, right heel, left heel. So this is me staying in place and being grounded. This is me having a little more space to work into without running into furniture. Ah, ah. It's a beautiful life. 1, 2, 3, 4. My first 2 something are the heels. So you see I'm kind of spicing it up. I'm not really jumping. I'm just getting a little Tigger springy. 2, 3, 4, heel. And this is all on the right lead, because you know, I'm going to do the left leg later. Okay, let's go to the second one. 4 marches, 2 knee lifts. 4 marches, 2 knee lifts. It's 4 and 2 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Now march 2, the knee comes across and the arms go the opposite way. You can march forward if you want. So keeping those elbows bent is going to keep those shoulders moving. Up. If the knee coming across doesn't feel good for any reason, you can do the knee in front, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look at my arms are modifying. If you want the hands to go up and over to the hip of the knee that's lifting, you could do this. Or you could just do this. So eventually this would become a hop if you wanted. Let's put part 1 and 2 together. Okay, back to 4 march, heel, right, left. Okay, 4 marches and knee lifts. Knee, 4 marches, knee, back to the beginning. 4 marches, heel, 4 marches, knee, 4 marches, back to the heel, heel, now up with the knee. So we got part 3 coming up as we build our intention. 1, 2, 3, out, out, in. Now that's your base move. This one is going to be for people who choose not to jump in any way, shape, or form. Now out, out, and in is just a march. I'm not tapping any feet, I'm just moving right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now there is an option. After I step out, I jump my feet together. Whoop! This may not be what you'd like to do. It doesn't have to be a big jump. Careful if you're on carpet. Whoop! You can always go back to the out, out, in. There's one where you jump out, jump in. We'll do that a little later. All right, let's go back to the beginning. March 4, heels. 1, 2, 3, heel. Heel. Now the 4 with the knee up. Knee up. 4 march. Knee up. Now the 4 march, out, out, in of your choice. Back to the beginning. 4 march with a heel. How's your brain? Now the 4 march with the knee lift. Now the 4 march with an out, out, in, or out, out, jump in. Okay, march in place. Let's do a new one. So I'll be marching 4. Now this one pushes a little. I'll be squatting down as if to touch the floor and then bursting up to the sky. So here it is, 4 marches, head up, reach down, jump up. So I'm not really jumping, I'm just kind of boosting up and my heels left. Reach above, look up, see my hips go back, it's not bending over, it's a squat. You could use your hands on your thighs if that were the better variation. Do you feel the intensity? Eventually, you work toward the floor. You figuring out which one's best for you? Hup. All right, let's go to the beginning. March 4, right heel, left heel. 4 march, heel. 4 march, knees. 4 march, knees. 4 march, out, out, in. march in. All right, here's a 4 march down and up. All right, ready to go back to the beginning? Heels. Heels. Knees. Knees. Out, out. Out, out. Down and up. March in place. You getting it? Let's practice on the left side before we get some water. March with your left foot. Now we're going to build it slowly, like we did before, because, you know, it's the left side. Coming in 4, 3, it starts with the heels. March 4, left heel, right heel. Left heel. So you see I'm getting a little springy. I feel like I'm kind of warmed up. If that doesn't suit you, just do the Tigger version or do the grounded version. All right, part 2, that's the knee lift. Here's your grounded option. Here's a little more intensity. Here's even more intensity. You see I put a little jump in between, hup, hup. So work which one that's best for you. Okay, out, out, in, or out, out, jump in. It's the left foot. Left, right, left, right. So let me show you the last option for this variation, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to notice how much my knees are bending. So you can do this, grounded. You could do this a little, or you could do this. Let's go on to the next one. March 4, reach toward the floor and pop up. Start marching with your left foot, okay? Left, right. Putting them all together, one of each. Heel, left, right. Heel, left, right. Knee, left, right. Knee, left, right. Out, out, in. And now you go down and pop up on the left foot. From the beginning, left heel. Heel. Now the knee, left knee first. Left knee. Out, out, in, out, out, jump in, or jump out, jump in. Okay, march 4, go down, pop up. Last time from the top with the heels left and right. Heel. Now the knee. Knee again. Okay, here's the out, out. Use your options. Here's the reach down, pop up. Up. Okay, let's walk around and check in with ourselves. Did your heart rate go up a bit? Mine did. I grabbed a sip of water. So I go back to the beginning, and after I finish my last jump, I go to the left side. So we do a set on the left and a set on the right. Use your options. So it starts on the right. Everybody ready? 4 marches. Heel right and left. Right and left. Knee right and left. Out, out, in, or jump out, jump in. Now you go down and come up. And remember, this is going to put you on the left side. Hold it, march, left. So we're on the left foot. Forward, forward, then the heels. Now the heels. Now the knees. Woo! Now the out, out, or jump out. Now you go forward, you get down. So just put your back on the left foot. A, left foot heel. Left foot heel. Left foot knee. Breathe. Right foot out, out, in. Going down, popping up. Get ready for the left foot. March, left heel. Heel. Now the knee. The knee again. Out, out, in, or jump out. Okay, now we drop down and pop up. Let's go. Woo! On the right side. March. Right heel. Right heel. Right knee. Come on, stay with it. Get some endurance. Endurance. Here's your out, out, or jump out. Okay, here's your down and up. Are you ready to go on your left foot? March on your left foot and do heels. Heel. Now the knee. And breathe. Out, out, in. Start with your left leg. Last one, coming forward. Drop down. All right, now stay with the down and up. 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't quit, don't quit. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, take a walk around, high five. Grab your chair. All right, so after you kind of bring that heart rate back down after that push, you're gonna do push-ups. You can do the wall. I'm gonna show you, this is too squishy, so I would wanna have weights in my hands to do the push-ups from here. But let me show you a little cheat. Move one foot a little forward, and then you can do them, right? So you could try that. Here's the arm of my sofa back here. And this one is a good height for being able to complete. You can do the chair. And again, from a higher position, if you feel like I can't go very far, move one foot forward a little, and it kind of helps support the shoulder. As you get stronger, you move the foot back, and then you move the foot back. Just don't hit your head on the back of the chair. Remember, if you hit the wall, put your hands low so that when you step your feet back, you're bending this way, not this way. Okay, how many? What you can do, +1. If you want to do the floor, that's fine. So I'll start here showing the adaptation. You just go. Finish up, finish up. Spaghetti arms. All right, grab tubing. So we'll do a little bit more through the joints of the shoulder. And then we're gonna go to some planking. Here's my usual. Hold the handles, hold the tubing from the top. If you only have a band with no handles, please don't wrap it around your hand. Just hold it. So you could sit. Here are the arms beginning. Here's where they are finished. Tubing high in your chest. If you were to stand, you could do this, but sometimes this happens. So get a good grounding. Up and pull. So where were you living when flash dance came into being? So that would be the 80s, like 82, I don't know. Trivia question. I should know this. I usually win all the trivia questions on the cruise ships having to do with music. I can tell you that Irene Cara passed away this year. She was younger. Now hold the elbows down and just kind of tug. And you see that band is just kind of stretching. I'm not trying to pull it, it's the fact that my elbows are trying to move back is why it tugs. Rest your hands, rest your shoulders. Now we go to the rhomboids. Do you remember where the rhomboids are? Right between your shoulder blades. Again, adjust the tension by moving your hands apart for easier, closer together for harder. So here's my seated position, and it's here. And now you see that band has come right at my widest part of my chest. Okay, shoulders down. And I'm breathing, if you can't hear me blowing, as I pull. This is great for our posture. Neutral wrist. Don't let the band flip up or curl under or anything. Just keep it straight, neutral. See if you can ascertain the feeling of the rhomboids drawing together. I say 4 more. Come on, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll get to those planks, but I got to do a little for the hips. So you want to hold on to something. Doesn't matter which leg. We'll do this leg, then we'll do the other leg. You're going to stand on the leg closest to the something you're holding on to and kind of away from it. So the toe taps. The standing knee is a little bent. You turn the heel up of the leg outside. The knee draws across the standing foot. Then turn the knee open. The body will move as well. Now my foot is floating above the floor. There is an element of balance if you haven't figured that out yet. So make sure when that foot comes, it's trailing the knee. The knee leads, the foot trails. Now, if you did class on Tuesday, this is part of that. This is going to be getting on the bike. So leave your knee out, push it back behind you, getting on the bike, getting on the bike, stepping over and getting on the bike. Okay, we're going to dismount so the knee will come in front of you and go around, get off the bike, range of motion through our hips. Standing leg is support. Don't you feel it? Yes, ma'am, I do. Zip your zipper and stop. So turn yourself around, or if you have a chair, you can move it to the other side. It'll be the same order of operation. So again, if I'm too close, I'm going to probably hit my knee, scoot out a bit. Fingers. Standing knee, a little bent. Outside leg, heel is up, knee turns in, knee drags the foot in, knee drags the foot out. So after all that stabilizing work, my hip says, thank you for this little massage, Karen. Knee leads, foot trails. All right, hold the knee out. Now we're going to get on the bike so the foot goes back. The knee comes up and you get on. You get on. This activates your core, so zip that zipper. Try not to hold on too heavy. You could even test not holding on, if that were possible. All right, let's get off the bike. So the knee comes up in front and goes around behind you so you can get off the bike. Four, 3, 2, oh my hip, All right, planking. Now I have heard from a few of you that the side plank is quite a challenge. So we're up for the challenge, right? So we'll start with a traditional plank. Can be, should be maybe on your forearms, but you could be on your hands, could be on the floor, a counter, or the seat of a chair. I would say maybe not so much this, because once you get here, the chair can tip when you put your legs back. But maybe the wall. Just remember, pull those elbows down so when the feet go back, you're not like this. So this is important to your shoulder, the front and back. Don't let the hips go up or come down. And remember to breathe, looking out. So we'll probably do some counting, so I know that you're not holding your breath. All right, so you could be here, or if you preferred, my towel's sliding, maybe I'll get down here. So one little tip is to squeeze the legs together. Talking about the car wash, yeah. So pull that belly button in, squeeze those legs together, anchor those shoulders, keep your chin up. Work, work. I can't stay still. You don't have to bounce around like me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. So you're going to bring your feet in. If you're at a chair, feel free to sit. Check in with your blood pressure. If you're on the floor, you can sit on the floor. All right, side plank. Some options. The wall is pretty easy to keep your feet like this. the chair and the floor can be a little more challenging. You're going to be spreading the weight across your forearm. The palm will be down. The elbow and shoulder will be stacked one over the other. The bottom leg, you're on the edge of your shoe, outer edge of your shoe, and you keep that ankle neutral. If you can, you put the top foot on top of it. This is something we do in yoga. A lot of people cheat by letting their top foot toe drop down. Don't be that person. All right, let me show you from the chair. So whichever arm you're on, that's going to be the leg on the bottom. So I point my fingers, I take the foot that's the same as my arm back and drop down my heel. Now I turn my foot, so I was on the ball of the foot, I turn my body and now I'm on the edge of that foot, and then I can either leave the foot here if I just can't manage, or I put that foot here. Could be here, could be here. Top foot doesn't touch. And you breathe. Whew. I may need to open my door. If you were on the floor, you'd be doing the same thing. You came onto the legs and lifted the hip. Sometimes on the floor, you can have the bottom knee bent. If you need that top arm because like your towel is sliding, you can do that. 4, 3, 2. Take the top leg and put it back where it was in front. Turn the heel up and recover. That means sit down or check in with your blood pressure. Yeah, this towel's sliding around, so let me show you on the floor. So if you're doing the chair, same setup. Whichever arm you're on, it'll be that leg that goes back. If you're going to join me on the floor, here, stack shoulder. So bottom leg is the same as my arm. Now the feet for the floor are not forward or back, they're just straight out on the side. And then I elevate my hips. Now if you're on the floor, you can have an option, and that would be bring the bottom knee bent and lift up here. I didn't tell you that for the other side, did I? Well, now you know. All right, so my feet, and I lift, and I could hold here. And you breathe. Do you feel your core? Hold that shoulder into its socket. Four, 3, 2, 1, recover. If you're on the floor, you can just sit there for a second. Okay, I'm going to give you some options. For those who did go to the floor, you can put your feet up on a chair or a sofa, whatever is nearby. For those of you not on the floor, I'll give you your thing in a minute. So I have my feet here. My hands hold my head. Now I'm not pulling the head forward, I'm resting the head in my hands. Eventually I might want to cross over. For those who are seated, here's your option. So this is the inverse. If I go forward, gravity is helping me. So when you're in the chair, this is why we always do reverse sit-ups. So you're here to make your body a little heavier, and you go back, and then you come in. So for you in the chair, the going back is the work. Zip your zipper, slightly arch your back. So it's not here, it's not here, you're not staying rounded. You hinge back, so you can come straight and eventually rotate. Everybody have something to do? Let's do it. Then we get to our heavyweight work. Keep going. I'm going to pop down and show the floor people. Don't pull on your head. Mix and match. Last 8, whatever variation. Okay, those on the floor, on your way up, check in with your blood pressure. You don't want to go up just to come down again. Try not to use your hands. Okay, with or without a chair, it's time for our heavy weights. So mine, I did not bring my big blue ones north, so they are down south. So these are my 8-pounders. Whew. So whatever your heavy weights are relative to your lighter weights, okay, we'll start with the easy one, bicep curls, focusing on our form, both arms at the same time. If you're sitting, feel free to stick a pillow between the legs. That's going to lend a little support to your back so that you don't end up straining yourself. So you sit nice and tall, look at the elbows are straight. You either bring them up in that hammerhead or you rotate them. Now if you prefer to stand, that's fine. Just make sure those knees are a little bent so that you're anchored. So I'm going slow because heavier weights are hard to move faster. And I want you to go to fatigue. And that's going to vary for all of us. I don't know how heavy your weights are. If they're not that heavy, you're going to move a little faster, but still mindful so there's no swinging. If you can barely lift them up, you're going to go slower. And you're looking for that point where your weights get to here and you go, I can't get it lifted anymore. And then you know you're done. Now for some of us, it's going to take a while. I can be patient. I'm not always, but I can be. Almost done? You should be feeling your biceps. And then tomorrow or the next day, like maybe by Saturday, your biceps will say, hey, you worked me out. I'm going to call it good for me. Okay, one weight down. Going to stay with the bicep. I have one weight. If you're sitting, you separate the legs. You take the arm straight, slide it, and brace it inside. You don't want the elbow or forearm on your thigh. You want it to stay inside the thigh. Use this hand to support your back. And you're going to just kind of finish off. If you're standing, you do the same thing. You get down and brace. Or you may want to come to the chair. Where's my chair? There it is. That'd be embarrassing if I fell on my tush. And you want to do as many as you can until the arm says, yeah, I don't want to come up again. And you should be close to that. So you don't have to do a whole lot. And then when you are done, you set up. So the hand is pushing away the knee. The other arm is straight. Slide it inside. Remember, you don't want the elbow on top of the thigh. Support your back with your zippered zipper. And you're going to find that one arm is dominant because we all have dominant sides. But go ahead and work it to its fatigue. Doesn't take long on this side. And when you're done, you'll set both weights down. So we're going to triceps. Now you can use the heavy ones, but you may want to drop down a bit because we don't need the shoulders aggravated. We know the motion on Tuesday we did this without any weights. That's all we're going to do. And you're welcome to do it standing with your weight, so it's not here. It's just straightening the elbow. So you want to not feel this in the shoulders. So if you do, put your heavy weights down and grab lighter weights. If you did it in the chair, be careful of the back of the chair. So you start and finish at the pocket and your bicep go, thank you. That feels good to stretch. So you're here I'm splitting my legs. And again, we are looking for fatigue. We are trying to do this until we just say, I can't do this anymore. Safely. You know, some of us have that endurance in there where we just push past where we should. That's not what this is. So remember the feeling from Tuesday when you were unloaded of squeezing the muscle in the back of the arm, the tricep. And the hands don't swing, they just stop at your pocket. The more you lean over, the more you get resistance from gravity. But even if you just sat up straight and squeeze the elbow, you're going to feel the tricep. Upper arm stays close to your body. Now we are going to do a second set of a different exercise. You may want to opt out and come back and do this one again. Or when we do ours, because we're going to do one arm at a time, you just do one arm. Okay, so finish up, and then we're just going to use one weight. So let me show you this option. It's not for people who have shoulder issues. So you will go back and do just this one where that shoulder is anchored. Otherwise, you turn your palms up, thumbs apart, and you hold the top part of the dumbbell. Can you see? So that's that. Now this one, you have to be able to place the weight behind your head without leaning forward. Let me get to the side. So if in order to get the weight behind your head, you have to do this, this is not going to be your exercise. You have to be able to start and finish here. The weight is down my back, not on my neck, and I straighten my elbows. Now take note which hand is on top of the other hand, because we're going to switch when you get tired on one side. So everybody go to work. That's what I tell my husband when I leave the bedroom. I leave the bedroom and I go, so okay, hon, I'm off to work. I am not talking to you. So you see how my elbow's completely straightened? If you're not doing that one, you're doing this one on one arm. When you hit your fatigue, not mine, I know I had my right hand on the weight first and my left hand behind it. So now I'm going to switch it. I already heard that song. I need to get down here. Oh, I thought that was a slow song, Take My Breath Away. I thought it would be a nice slow song by now. When you're done, and that's going to happen on your own timeline, you're going to move your weights away and we're going to work on some balance. You can have your chair nearby. Ooh, I might want to do this, maybe. I don't know. All right, so this is a balance exercise, and it is stationary, which I don't often think is most valuable, but it's useful. And you can do it with the help of a chair or a counter. So you're going to be standing on the, you're going to be standing on the leg away from what you're holding on to. So as you're looking at me, I'm going to stand on the left leg, my right knee bends. Now here's what I want you to notice, your hips. So get them even, and then when you lift up the leg closest to what you're holding on to, make sure something didn't shift. Do you see how that hip is up? So I want to stay here and lift this up. Now you can have a light touch, and then you're going to pick up your knee. Leg you're standing on goes to the side. Now the option for the lifted leg arm is either put it in front or hold on to the chair. Now there's a third element, whether the hand is forward or at the chair, and that's to look to the arm away from the chair. So if you have to hold on and look, then you can do this. It's called a 3-point balance. So you may have one arm in front and looking front. You may have your head looking down the long side of the arm away from the chair. Okay, grab that chair, keep that arm up. The leg that's lifted is going to go back. You're going to lean forward. Be careful behind you that you don't kick anything. Put the foot down at hip distance. So you see I'm leaning forward. That's going to allow me to get my foot way back there. Put my other hand on my hip. Bend the front knee as my body comes upright. And we know this stretch. It's our hip flexor stretch. So I was here, and now I'm going to push that hip forward, and I want to feel the hip flexor stretching. The back knee can be straight or could be bent, depends on what your feelings are. Chest up. Lean forward, back foot steps up. You either turn yourself around, depending on what you're holding on to, or you move what you're holding on to. So now we're on the other side. So you're standing equally. I'll try and make my shirt even. Stand on the leg away from what you're holding on to. Bend the other knee. Nothing changed. Raise the outside arm. Lift the inside leg. Sometimes when the knee comes up, people lean back. Stay upright by engaging through your core. Now you're welcome to stay here lightly touching whatever you're holding on to, or bring that same hand over the lifted knee. Then if you wanted a wee bit more, you look down your arm. So if you had to go back and hold on, if you look sideways, look front. Keep the arm out, keep the knee lifted, lean forward. Step back, be careful. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hand on your hip. Bend the front knee, lift up the chest until you feel this area stretching. Okay, I think we're back to the beginning on this. Don't need that. Oh, that should feel so much better. Remember, this part of our body, the top of our thigh, has support coming from, our body's just so amazing. It comes from our back, couple different muscles. Some just attach here, some come from the back, run around all the way down the leg. That's the sartorius, also known as the longest muscle in our body. And now we're going to come to the back of the chair or the counter and do what we call a downward dog. So we're going to take the muscles that we were working and try and give them a big old stretch. Your hands will be neutral, so not flexing the wrist, just nice neutral. Step your feet back, but then keep going back with your hips. So we want to feel the hamstrings stretching. You may need to adjust your feet and step further back or closer in. And you want the elbows as straight as possible. So you feel down your arm, down your side, all the way down. Full body stretch. So the head stays between the arms. It doesn't drop below. Now bend one knee and straighten one leg. Ooh. And switch. And switch. And switch. Bend the knees, look forward, check in with your blood pressure as you walk yourself up. You should not feel dizzy. If you do, sit down in that chair. All right, here's a standing hip opener. Pick up one leg and put that ankle over the knee. Instead of the knee forward, it opens to the side. You look like this, figure 4. It's a 4. Holding on to the chair, back the hips up. Lean the body forward. Some of you may even come down further. If this doesn't appeal to you, for whatever reason, balance being the main one, you come and sit in the chair, and you know this one, right? You know this one. So you're doing your hip stretch. It's a good time to breathe as you're doing this. And then you'll go back to that downward dog. You'll go back to where you're at this. So we get some feel good. We started out pretty slow. Were you surprised that we got a little more intense? I pushed my envelope. Okay, bend the knees, look forward. Come up now, you're gonna do the other leg, ankle on the thigh, hips back, chest forward, or sitting. And now you think a little bit about your breathing. And come up, go ahead, take a seat. And we're going to let the arms come above the head as your shoulders allow. Now, modification would be this. I'm grabbing one hand onto the opposite wrist, or you may be able to do here. So now I laterally lean, so my hand that's holding the wrist pulls. Let the arm carefully come down around in front, maybe a little popping and cracking, but it shouldn't hurt. Now go up to the other side, grab, or maybe modify as you pull. And bring the arm around in front. Do you remember the word undulations? So you lean forward with the chest, tighten through the belly. And then remove yourself from the chair as you stand all the way up and bring the arms down. And one more all the way up and all the way down. So we only had one water break today, so I'm going to say go get some more water and finish that glass of water, and then you've got one glass of water done for the day. So we have a holiday ahead of us, such that it is. So enjoy your holiday, enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you for coming. See y'all later. Bye.